of force. The Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Knicks in New York. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but, guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starters.
So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Outside Williams. This one for three. Carries it from three-point range.
Well, they weren't happy to give up a three on the other end, but there you see Williams with the reply.
And it's Abdia off the drive.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Williams. Pocket six. Takes it inside.
Yeah, nice drive right there. Williams, a really well-rounded offensive player.
Thompson with it. Robinson picks him up. Shoots the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Williams. There's a screen by Robinson. Outside for Halliburton. In the corner, Smith with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
From downtown, his shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Talk about a fast start, 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Tim, how do you look at Abdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Draining that answer, Smith Jr. decided he couldn't let that last three go quiet.
It's Thompson off the drive. Rebound by Smith. The Knicks with the lead. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Williams after the Sixers pick up 2. Smith on the wing. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Butler on the wing. Outside Williams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams changing it up here.
Once again, let's hear it for your dancing mascot, Franklin the Dog.
Halliburton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Jang. So it's Philadelphia now. Jang, a screen. Down low. And off by Jang.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
And Halliburton swings it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, here's Poole. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot from the stripe. Kamare misses. Thompson is double. To the paint. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident.
Put it down hard.
Watch out below. Woo!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lets it go with a three. And no good that time. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
And they take the lead. Poole's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, a little bully ball that time from Jordan. Pulled down low, really creative with that finish.
Basket Jang. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's Poole with the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a really sweet move that time by Poole on the pick and roll. He got rid of that defender just long enough to get a shot on.
Here's Jenkins. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jenkins got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Poole. Here's Beranger. Just 5 on the clock. Butler, no good. The 76ers trail. Pick by Williams. And here's Jang. Here's the drive. And finished off by Jang. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Here's Butler. Smith outside. Here's the pick. Pass to Beranger. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And that one's good. Battle.
it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Knicks making a switch here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Poole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball. Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Poole with it, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting, and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And what I love about Jalen Williams is his versatility. Well, he's a 3-level scorer on one end of the floor, and then he has the athleticism to defend quickness, but the strength to take on bigger wings. And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Here's Thompson. Robinson with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he drives in. Bird pulls it in.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
The kick out to Poole. Back to Butler. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Guys, back to you.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Halliburton outside. In the corner, Kamara with it. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Halliburton, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Nice shot by Bird.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Halliburton outside. Buries the jump shot. Halliburton's got 8 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Halliburton. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's oh, man!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk. Things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Robinson. For three, Smith. And the three ball is good. Smith's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Knicks.
When you can shoot over the top of people,
Oh, what a slam!
clean that up.
And how about just floating to the rim on that swing?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Halliburton outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
No, sir. Try someone else. That was an elite rim protector.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Halliburton right side. Smith for three. Butler. And it's Butler stuffing it right back through.
And Butler just making so many winning plays right now, including outworking everybody on the glass.
Robinson pulls it in.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Halliburton outside. Halliburton converts inside.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
To the middle. Here's Turner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Turner's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. Halliburton outside. Here's Williams. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his length, Smith can have a huge impact on the boards. He's got sneaky hops, and he's got great twicks off the bounce there to help on those follow-ups.
Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Poole will bring it up for New York. They trail by 11. And he converts the layup.
Jordan Poole.
Poole's got 9.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
And finished off by Avdia.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. In the corner, it's Harris. There's a screen by Kamara. And the rejection by Jang. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Four on the clock. Here's Poole. Rebound by the 76ers. Jang, a screen. Here's Battle. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Bagley. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's Poole with the drive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
1:12 left in the third. Here's Jenkins. That 3 off the mark. Knicks trailed by 11. Poole left side. Kamara misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Battle. A three-pointer, no good. And the Knicks with possession here. There's a screen by Kamara. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And there it is for him. Jenkins got his second basket of the night.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's Poole with the drive. Off target at the rim. Here's Avdia. Bucket is good. Avdia's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Jim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
And despite the contact, Smith still getting his.
Pass the battle. From deep. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 11-point game. Smith with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 10 points in just the second half. Jang, a screen. Shots good by Jenkins.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, the balance and focus. Halliburton able to power through contact and convert.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
Thompson outside. Whoa! What a play!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Smith left side. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. Avdia with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 10. Thompson for the triple. Drives to the hoop. Knicks with the rebound. It's deflected. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Now, Avdia.
As good as it gets. Woo!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by Thompson.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Doesn't get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's Williams with the drive. Strong move off the glass.
Well, Williams is a threat anywhere on the floor. The defense can't give him that much room, inside or out.
Thompson fires, and he hits the jumper.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Halliburton outside, and there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now Williams. Outside, Smith. And stolen by Anunoby.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the 76ers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Amen Thompson.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Halliburton, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Thompson. Oh, no good on the dunk.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Butler rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam. Amen Thompson. So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone said it.
lines. And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Now here's Black. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And clearly not enough defensive presence there. Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line? You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
What a pretty pass by Chet Holmgren. How about the big man finding his teammate right there?
Screen by Robinson. For three, Smith. Jones grabs the board. Pass to Holmgren. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And he buries his first look.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Butler on the wing. Back to Halliburton. The three is up. Rebound by San Antonio. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Here's Daniels. And he banks in the layup. Daniels has got 6. This run has been fueled by their matador defense. Inside. Oh, deflected. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Robinson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. We'll see if they're able to slow them down. BA, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That'll be a second foul of the game. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact. Williams from long range. 1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball. That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play. Holmgren outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Williams punches it home.
Look out, because if Jalen Williams wants to put it on the deck and get to the cup, I would not lose my mind and step in front of him.
Here's Peterson. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Butler, good.
Well, you love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
And there's the drive. Peterson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A. Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Poole. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kamara. No good from outside. Spurs lead by 8. Here's Dick. And he goes in for the dunk. They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Out to Bagley. And here's Butler outside. Bull grabs the board. On offense, here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Dick. Great D that time from Kamara.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Oh, it's blocked by Bull. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's New York with a rebound. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Williams from long range. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Jalen Williams lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
And breaking out the one-hand slam. Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Outside Butler. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the illegal screen is set.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. San Antonio. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Pass to Holmgren. Daniels outside. Holmgren, left side. The 3. Daniels misses. Knicks trail by 11. Poole looking it over. Halliburton up top. Back to Poole. 4-3. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. San Antonio with the ball. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
You know, Poole has turned himself into a sharpshooter and hit from 3 at a very high clip. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Ted Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Guys, back over to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Williams from long range. They get it back. Out to Harris. Here's the break. And the dunk by Jones.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Harris. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes him feel uncomfortable.
Sends it home from three-point land. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Daniels outside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses.
I think increasingly what you're seeing in guys like Chet Holmgren is they're bringing a unique size and skill combination that maybe has been rare in the past.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Halliburton for three. Rebound by San Antonio.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Peterson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Halliburton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton, his clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 5 points.
Smart play by Smith Jr., recognizing the defense and knowing where he needs to go off the pick.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And the dunk by Halliburton.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA. Tyrese Halliburton just dissecting the defense with ease.
Walker sets a screen. Here's Dick. Smith with the rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
The three. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Right side, Walker. Back to Dick. San Antonio moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Peterson. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Peterson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points. It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Nice shot by Walker.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Oh, it's blocked by Bull. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the San Antonio Spurs looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And New York has possession, trailing by 17. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. It's the second game of 3 on the road. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Smith outside. And he drives in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, those long limbs of Smith. Lots of Jabari to foul.
Jabari Smith, Jr., 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. San Antonio leading by 16. Pass to Jones. Holmgren outside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. San Antonio shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. That free throw good from Holmgren.
Honestly, the only thing that slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
Halliburton on the attack. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot. Not one.
Smith outside. Screen by Robinson. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Here's Poole. And stolen by Holmgren. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's a savvy move right there. Chet Holmgren has been well coached, guys. Defender has no chance in that situation.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Butler with the ball for the New York Knicks. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back to you.
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Free throw, no good. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Oh, it's a huge effort by Jordan Poole. He is amped up right now.
Down low. In close. And that one's good. Holmgren's got 12 points here in the second half.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
From outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
finish by Holmgren.
Well, you love to see Chet Holmgren asserting himself offensively. You feeling the rhythm? Go ahead and play.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Poole outside. Takes a three.
There's a reason Bilal Coulibaly nightly draws the toughest assignment on the defensive end. This guy is so tough-minded.
And it's Holmgren missing. And here's New York now. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
To the inside. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Good on the second one.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
And they go to the intentional foul. Torres, after starting his career with the Warriors, Jordan Poole is trying to prove he can be counted on as a leader.
And let's remember, B.A., Jordan is a player who is just entering his prime. The championship he won with the Warriors should be really instructive about what it takes to be great in this league. When you've played alongside Stephen Curry, you have an understanding of what it takes. And for Jordan, it's just about putting in the work and
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Can't hit that one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Dick. A minute 35 left to play in the third quarter here. 5 to shoot. Here's Peterson. He buries it from 3. Peterson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Picking all the low-hanging fruit, defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball.
Hammers it home!
So nice! Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
Two things you love here. How confident Haliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Free throw good, Haliburton.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Second free throw, no good.
When you think of Tyrese Haliburton, it is 2 things: positional size and unbelievable skill.
It's stolen by Haliburton. Smith outside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Drills it from deep.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Haliburton goes. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Jarris Walker.
Well, the speed on Haliburton made the difference there. The defense's only option was to foul him.
Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far. And the second free throw is good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Peterson. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
The kick out to Williams. No good with the tip. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Pass to Peterson. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
On target from range.
Really quick release by Grady Dick. Man, this guy can stretch the floor.
The open shot, Van Vliet. Top of the key jumper, no good. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And the shot goes down. Peterson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Come on now, that's easy money.
There's the 3. And Berenger pulls it down. And Williams has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. There's a screen. Pass to Berenger. The rebound by the Spurs. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Dick. Peterson. And here's Bull. And stolen by Bagley. Outside, Williams. Gets a very good look and converts.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Pass to Walker. Launches a 3. Tips it. Here's Peterson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Van Vliet left side. Pass to Knox. And they call an illegal screen here. A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
B.A., you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen them. The tough shot making is ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
Smith outside. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Smith outside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, and Smith Jr. is rolling right now, showing just how dominant he can be.
Outside for Halliburton. From outside, off the mark. Here's Coulibaly. And the 3 off target.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Halliburton on the wing. Back to Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
And he can play the bully ball inside. Smith Jr., he knows how to use his size and frame.
And he sinks the second.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, you can feel Chet Holmgren getting that rhythm, folks. Very tough to slow down now because of size and skill.
A minute 29 left to play in the fourth quarter. Berenger. Clock at 6. Halliburton on the attack. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Chet Holmgren.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Back to Black. Pass to Holmgren. Good work defensively by Robinson.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And it's Holmgren missing. And here are the Knicks now. Butler on the wing. The putback. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Holmgren. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.